Good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, April 8th, 2020. It is going to be a very nice day outside today. So I hope yesterday you got outside to play a little bit, staying away from people, but with your family. And today we have some new things up for us to kind of explore. So you're going to need a dice from the bag I sent home before we left school, your journal, some paper, and a pencil for our math today. So for our reading strategies today, we're going to be focusing on the word wall. I'm going to show you a copy of the dice game. We have a new sound practice. Mrs. Howell found a really cool file that did our sounds that we used to do at the table, and now we can do it electronically. And then we're going to read the story of our flag for that second day, so we can do all the things that it told us in the directions. First up, our new word wall words. So we have our blue words. So go ahead and get your hand ready. We're going to tap out those words. Remember, one sound is one tap. Okay, so these are all one syllable words. So here we go. Get your hand ready that you do not write with. Here we go. Ow, how. Soon, soon. Oath, both. Read, read. And again is one of our red words. A-G-A-I-N. 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 And you may want to swoop the A-I-N just to make that word a little bit smaller for you. So what I would do right now if I were you, I would push pause on the video, and right here I put up our dice game that you guys would have at your centers. I think it was at center 2. And I'd like you to go ahead and see if you can make your own graph. Now, when you are using your paper or your journal, you don't need to have all these lines and everything. Just do the best you can. If you want to throw in another word, maybe put your name here, and make sure that when you're writing with all lowercase letters. And if you want to underline that blue rule, that would be a great thing. So go ahead and pause the video now so that you can go ahead and make your own word wall dice game. So hopefully the word wall went really smoothly for you. And today we're going to be reading our second day of our story. What is the story of our flag? This is an informational text. That is the genre of our book. And today we're going to just read it again. And I'd like you to make sure that you're challenging yourself to read it with me today. Some of these words are pretty large vocabulary words, but I know that you are able to. So feel free to slow down. Feel free to pause the video if you need to see the words longer. It is up to you to make sure that you are doing the best job you can do with your reading. Oh, let's go back to that title. So, reading fingers ready? Here we go. What is the story of our flag? Our flag is red, white, and blue. It has stars and stripes. But did you know that the American flag has not always looked the same? Let's go to those captions up here. Stripes and stars. When our country was new, the leaders decided we needed a flag. Back then, there were only 13 states. The first flag had a star and a stripe for each state. And this is a picture of the states. So we're going to go through, since this is the second time we're reading this, we're going to underline with our finger the sentence that describes the first flag. So go ahead and take a look at the text and see if you can find the sentence that describes our first flag. Now I see the words the first flag, so that's going to be a clue for me and my brain to know that that's going to be the one that's going to answer this. So with your finger just on the screen, go ahead and underline. The first flag had a star and a stripe for each state. And then this is a caption for this picture. The first flag had 13 stars and 13 stripes like this one. Count them. We did that yesterday. Who made the first flag? No one knows for sure. Some people think it was a seamstress who lived in Philadelphia. Her name was Betsy Ross, and this is the caption seamstress. Now, Philadelphia, I can tell is a proper noun because it has a capital. So is Betsy Ross. That's a name. And Philadelphia is the name of a city, just like Chicago is a name of a city, and Gurnee. So let's go down to our question here. What does the word seamstress mean? What part of the picture helps you figure it out? So I see the word seamstress right here, and I see it's pointing. It's pointing to a woman, and the woman is doing something. Oops, let's go back to that picture. The woman right here is sewing the flag. So that is a clue that a seamstress is someone who sews. Over the years, new states joined the country. Stars were added to the blue field. Sometimes the stars were in a circle. Other times they were in rows. Sometimes stripes were added too. And this is a field. It's a wide open area. Our flag today has 50 stars. There is one for each state. It has 13 stripes for the first 13 states. When people see the flag, they think of our country. This is the flag from 1776. This is the flag from 1777. This is the flag from 1803. And this is the flag from 1851. So if you want to count, you can count the stars and the stripes from the old flags. So it says highlight. I'm just going to use my finger again. The details that tell how the flag has changed over time. So what's one of those details of how the flag has changed? Well, I see it says the flag today has 50 stars, has one for each state, and it has 13 stripes. So if I look at these flags, I can see the details that each of these years, the flag has changed. I can also see over here a detail. It says, over the years, new states have joined. Stars were added. That would be a detail of how it changed because the stars were added to the blue field. Nice job, guys. So we're going to go back and we're going to, we're not going to do this one. Sorry. Tell me you're still cool, Mrs. Howell. That's the one we have to do for our second reading, which I added today so that I didn't give you guys too much work to do. Okay. So now we're going to go to our sound practice, and I'm super excited about this, guys. And this is part of our 3-part drill that we used to do at the table. And so when I would show you guys the cards and you'd have to say the sound, sometimes we'd say the 2 letters, sometimes we just say the sound. So today what we're going to do, since this is the first time we're doing it, this format, we're going to say the 2 letters or the 1 letter and then go ahead and say the sounds. Now, don't get distracted over here because these are all that are coming up. Mrs. Howell just wants you to focus on what's right here. So AI says A, and that's how we're going to do it. Ready? OA says O. QU says Qu. FT says Ft. U magic E says U. B says B. A says A and sometimes ED can say 3 sounds. ED says ed, d, and t. AI says A. DW says dw. I magic E says I. Y says 2 sounds. Y says I. Y says E. Ooh, and Y says y. Y says 3 sounds. Sorry, guys. CK says k. Okay, so now we're going to do our blending. Remember how we used to do our thumbs up, thumbs down if it was a real word or not? So I need you guys to get your thumbs ready. And we're going to go thumbs up or thumbs down if this is a real word. So let's go ahead and say it. We're going to tap out so you can get your hands ready too. Ready? Prusk, prusk. Thumbs down. Fusk, fusk. Thumbs down. Esk, feask. Thumbs down. Eek, feek. Thumbs down. bleak, bleak. Ooh, bleak is a word, but that's not the right spelling for it. Bleak means when something doesn't look good. Ooh, what does that PH say? Eek, feek. Thumbs down. Sk, eek, seek. Sk, eek, skeek. Ooh, that was a hard one to say. Thumbs down. Sk, ick, skick. Thumbs down. Oh, you know what I'm realizing, guys? This one, I'm learning with you, is only giving me nonsense words. That's so strange. Ready? Here we go. Sk, ick, d, skicked. Ooh, that is not a word. Tricked, tricked. That is a word. Trick, trick. Oh, finally we got some words. That is a word. Trick. Ooh, does this one look right? It does not look right because it just has that K. And when we have that K at the end, we're going to put that CK. Trike, trike. That E is going to make the I say its name. That is a word. It's a short word for tricycle. Slike, slike. Nope, not a word. And that silent E, say it as loud as you can. You're right, it says nothing. Skip that one. Ready? Oak, sloke. Not a word. Oak, coke. Ooh. Now I know some parents drink a Coke, like Coca-Cola, and guess what? That's going to be a silent E spelling. This one's not going to be that way. So if I heard it, I could say it was a real word, but if I look at it, it's not. So we've been working on that AI sound, and I just want to show you guys a couple of different syllable divisions like we were doing at the beginning of our break here. So I see this word here, and I'm looking for my vowel teams first. And so I have my EA, and that's a vowel. So remember, I make it one vowel, and then I'm going to mark my my other vowel right here. And then I mark my consonants in the middle of them. So remember, if I have my CV, CV, I'm going to divide that in the middle of the two consonants. Remember, guys? So we got this first part of the syllable. Here we go. Let's tap it out. Leaf, leaf, let, let. I can see this is a vowel team, and this is a closed syllable. So that's going to say that short sound. Okay, let's try this one. Now, I don't have a fancy little pen here, so I'm just going to use my cursor, and you guys will have to do it. So let's go ahead and see if we can find our vowels first. So I see right here, I see male. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I see AI, so that's going to be a vowel team. Maybe, can I put a text box in there? I cannot. Okay. So I see a vowel team, so that's a VT, and I see an O, that's just a vowel. So I'm going to mark my vowels here. So I have V and V. And if I do that, then I want to mark my consonants, and I have my C and my C. And if I have a vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, I want to divide that in the middle of my two consonants. So I'm going to put my line right there. So let's go ahead and tap out this first syllable. Here we go. Ale, male, ox, box. Let's put it together, two syllables, mailbox. Nice job, guys. So we're going to try these a couple times and see how they go. So let's go back to our day. And I think what we're going to do now is we're going to do our move and read phonics. So I want to get you guys to get some stretching in. So go ahead and stand up. And today we're going to do our AI words, so that A sound. And I'm going to go ahead and read this with you, and then tomorrow we're going to do it without me reading it, and you're just going to read it. So you guys are going to focus on the word and what this kid is doing right here. So ready? Stand up. Here we go. Ain't, paint. You should be touching your toes. Train, train. Touching the ground. A, hey. And I say this AY is one sound because that is a vowel T. This boy is kind of leaning over. R-A, ray. Just like a sun's ray, you should be touching your toes. Per-A, pray. And you can have another kind of pray, which is EY, which is when you are searching, like a predator searching for its prey. Pull-A, play. And this girl's stretching her arm. P-A, pay. You have to give money to people in order to get things. Pay. And girl's stretching her arms as far as she can. Okay. So we are just reviewing. We have our rain and our play, and this is our pictures from our classroom. So for our vowel teams, I just want you to decode these words. So we're going to get our hands ready because these are all going to be tap out words. These are all blue words that I can say. So I'm going to do them with you, and you guys help me out. Ready? It says to read these to a partner. I'm your partner today. Here we go. Rain, rain. Ain, main. Ain, chain. A, may. A, day. A, hay. A, pay. Pull, a, play. Oh, sorry, I gotta keep my blend together. A, stay. Ale, male. Ale, nail. Ale, sail. Nice job. So those are just our tap out. Now, if you're looking for a challenge, try to think about some compound words that would include these words and see if you can kind of brainstorm all of those. So we've been working on our personal narratives, and I thought today it would be kind of fun for us to add a new story to our journals, and I just put up a spring word bank for you guys. So I just wanted to tell you guys some facts about spring just to kind of give you some ideas. So spring is a season that's between winter and summer. Spring is usually a rainy season, but we haven't had too much rain this season. In the spring, the earth is tilted towards the sun. So remember when we were showing that globe and how it could go back and forth, it would tilt? This is what makes our days longer. Flooding, hurricanes, and tornadoes are common in the spring. Now, we're really lucky because we don't have hurricanes because we are not by an ocean. We very rarely get tornadoes. And sometimes we'll get flooding because of a lot of rain, but we haven't had too much rain this spring. Plants begin to sprout and bloom in spring. Animals that hibernate during the winter begin to wake up in spring. Easter, Earth Day, and Mother's Day are spring holidays. And spring used to be called Lent. And I have a little story just here to show you about spring. So spring, oh, here we go. So spring is a season. It is a season full of rain and wind. In the spring, the weather starts to get warmer and the days get longer. You will need a raincoat, umbrella, and rain boots. All of the rain helps plants start to grow. Flowers start to bloom and the grass turns green, and trees start to bud. As spring comes to an end, summer starts. There is less rain and it gets much hotter. And we are really hoping by summer we'll be able to go back out and play with our friends. So I have a spring word bank here for you. So I have the word spring, plant, rain, flower, wind, grass, raincoat, green, umbrella, tree, boots, and buds. And if you want to use any of these words today for your personal narrative in your journal, you can go ahead and keep this up. So pause the video, and then you will want to use some of those words to just tell me a story about spring, maybe something that you've been doing or something different. Okay, so today for math, we are going to go through and we are going to do just some practice review. And we're going to do half of this today and half of it tomorrow because starting next week, we're going to be starting a brand new unit in math. So I need to know which equation matches the place value blocks. And so I have a couple different answers here. So right now I'm going to give you just a few seconds to go ahead and count these up and then give me your best answer. So I see my tens. Well, first I got to check to see if I can make a 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I cannot make a 10. So I know I'm safe to count my tens now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 tens is 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76. So I can look at these answers and I see one that has 76 as the answer. Also, this matches. 42 plus 34 equals 76. Now I'm going to use part of the 100s chart to add this. So I see 32 plus 20. So I'm going to start on 32. Now we did this where we would add, if we saw that 0 at the end, that we know we could do our trick, our 10 more touch the floor. So we're going to go ahead and add 20 on here. So we have 32 plus 20. Here we go. Ready? You help me. 10, 20. What's my answer? My answer is 52. I need to know which place value blocks show me 30 plus 8. Okay, so let's look at letter A. I see 10, 20. Is that going to show me 30? Nope, so that I know I can move on. Let's check this one. 10, 20, 30, 40. Does that show me 30? Nope. 10, 20, 30. Ooh, that shows me 30. Let's see if this shows me 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That one matches. Which equation matches the place value blocks? Choose all that apply. Okay, so there might be more than one answer for this one. So let's see, I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and over here I have 10, 20. So let's see, 50 plus 20 equals 70. Well, yeah, that definitely matches. I have 10, 20, 50 plus 20. But it told me there's going to be more than one answer, and I see the square, so that's going to tell me there's going to be more than one answer. Do I have 5 groups of 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yep. And 2 tens? Yep. 50. Oh, here's 50 plus 10. Nope, that's 20. And 4 tens? No, I have way more than 4 tens. That can't be right. Okay, Janet counts 17 puppies at the park, and then she counts 12 more. How many puppies does she count in all? So do you need to make a 10? I need to choose yes or no. So you guys might need to pull out your piece of paper here because we'd have to go ahead and draw what this would look like. So I'm going to grab my piece of paper so I can see if I can make a 10. So I have 17 plus 12. So first step I want to do is draw it. And then plus 12. Let's see if I can make a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I cannot make a 10. So my answer is no. So I want to solve the problems. How many does she have? Well, I know I can't make a 10, so I can go ahead and count these 10s. 10, 20. So I know I have 2 groups of 10. And I have 9 ones. So I'm looking for the number 29. Okay, it says solve a problem. Can I make a 10? First step. Now this one is written up and down, but it's done exactly the same way as before. It's 38 plus 24. So the first step I want to do is I want to make my equation base 10 pieces. So I'm going to draw 38 right here. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. And then I want to do 24. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So let's go ahead and see if I can make a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can make a 10. So remember, I'm going to cross that off. As soon as you cross it off, add it to your tens. So let's go ahead and count it. So first question says, can I make a 10? Yes, I made a 10. Then it says find the sum. The sum is my answer to an addition problem. So let's go ahead and add this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups of 10. 1, 2, 2 ones. So I have 62. Okay, it says Tyrone has 24 crayons and Maya has 16 crayons. How many crayons do Tyrone and Maya have all together? So I want to know the picture that matches this problem. So I don't even need to find the answer right now because it just wants me to find the picture that matches. So 24 crayons. So I'm looking at the first one to see if this is 24. I see 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That definitely does not match my picture. Okay, let's see. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Well, that one matches. Let's see if this side matches. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Well, great. I actually found the answer right away. 24 plus 16. Use part of the hundreds chart to solve the problem. 10 plus 38. Now I could start at 10 and I could do a lot, but remember, I want to look to see if there's any of these that end in a 0 because then I can do my trick really fast. And I see that this ends in a 0. So that means I want to start at 38. So I'm going to start at 38 and I'm going to do my trick. 10 more, touch the floor. So 10 more is 48. Nice job, guys. Last one we're going to do today, and then we're going to move on to science. So 7 plus 42. Well, neither one starts with ends in a 0. So I'm going to now start at the biggest number. So I'm going to start at 42. And I'm going to count 7 ones. And when I do my ones, I'm just going to keep going to my side. Here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What number did I land on? 49. Awesome, guys. And that is where we are going to stop the math for today. We're going to finish that tomorrow. Okay. So yesterday I challenged you to find complete translucent blocks sunlight. Some materials block sunlight. Translucent blocks sunlight. Some materials block sunlight, type of color to them through them, but not sunlight. Some materials block sunlight, a color to them through them, but not completely. Okay, so the rest of your day, make sure you get outside and play or just enjoy your family time. Do these things if you guys can. If you can't, don't worry about it, okay? Do the best job you can right now. That's all we're trying to do. So try to get 15 minutes of Lexi or Splash Learn. You can read a book on Epic, or you can go and read any of your books for 20 minutes to a family member. You can listen to Mrs. Howells read aloud today. I'm actually going to teach you some sign language. I'm excited about that. Go ahead and try to play completely. Okay, so the rest of your day, make sure you get outside and play or just enjoy your family time. Do these things if you guys can. If you can't, don't worry about it, okay? Do the best job you can right now. That's all we're trying to do. So try to get 15 minutes of Lexi or Splash Learn. You can read a book on Epic, or you can go and read any of your books for 20 minutes to a family member. You can listen to Mrs. Howells read aloud today. I'm actually going to teach you some sign language. I'm excited about that. Go ahead and try to play a game of your choice with a family member. You might play a game from PE. You might play a game like a board game. You might make up your own game. So it's up to you. And then make sure you do your Google form for Wednesday. I just want to make sure that you were able to watch the video and let me know some stuff. So that is all for today, guys. I miss you so much. I will see you really soon. And I hope that you guys have a terrific Wednesday.